Hey guys, Mika here, and I got a beast of an instrument to share with you folks. Just a little insider knowledge, just between me, you, and the viewer. We actually had to turn down the microphones on this because this ukulele is so loud and it has so much energy and power with this. And I'm still gonna try not strum too hard because I don't want to blow out these microphones. But this thing, I can't even begin to explain how much tone, how much just projection, how much it's been quite a while since I played an instrument with just so much like, kind of like I'm behind it, but I still get punched in the face by how loud it is. I mean, and again, this is a good thing. It's not like, oh, it's so loud. This is clearly a good thing. I was kind of making a joke like, you don't even need to have a plug-in on this thing because this thing can just carry across the whole room. Everyone's gonna be able to hear this instrument. So this is a tenor size Kawika herd, all Hawaiian koa instrument. This was made in May of 1993. So this ukulele has been around, gosh, 30, guys, this ukulele has been around for a few decades. So this thing has a lot of energy. We call it mana, a lot of just power, kind of just baked into this instrument, and it's just so fun. I was actually kind of singing, half just la da 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 da, because I'm not a singer, so I don't really know lyrics too well. But I was just kind of singing with this because this instrument is the type of instrument that you wanna like use as a medium to help with your vocals, like especially with Hawaiian music. This instrument was for sure 100,000% built for Hawaiian musicians. If any of you folks have heard of the Merry Monarch, which is like the yearly hula competition that I believe it's held every April on the Big Island, or the biggest island here in Hawaii, or the southernmost island. I believe it's April, where all of the best trios, duos, in fours, all the best Hawaiian musicians go up and provide backing music for all the hula halaus and all the dancers, the hula dancers, and literally some of the legends. If you guys enjoy Hawaiian music, I guarantee you a lot of the music that you listen either on Spotify or from the old CD players or records and stuff, those are the musicians that will be playing these exact types of instruments during these hula competitions on the Big Island. So this is one of those instruments that was, in 1993, set up booth. Kavika Herb would set up a booth outside during the Merry Monarch Festival itself. It's for sale. Yeah, anyone broke their instrument on the 20-minute plane ride over to travel, to the event. You can go ahead and just pick up one of these off the side, and musicians, if I had to assume, would just be like, oh my gosh, like I don't even need to plug this thing in. This thing is just gonna carry throughout the whole stadium, where they hold the competition. But anyway, this instrument is just phenomenal. Going to be honest, it's not one of the most flashiest instruments with like, oh, look at the purfling, look at the power up on shell, look at the recon stone on the fretboard. This is a musician's instrument through and through. This is one of those things that, like, it's not gonna grab attention so much with the looks, but I mean, geez, when you listen to this thing, you're just like, it's just gonna blow you away. So everything in here is just kind of just old school. Ukuleles. This is the kind of ukulele you're gonna get, decades ago here in Hawaii in the '90s. So just having your beautiful all Hawaiian curly coil body all around. This is premium stuff. Even today, this is pretty premium stuff. Having your ebony bridge and fretboard, your fret markers, koa headstock. I mean, even koa neck. Everything about this instrument is Hawaiian curly coil. I mean, nowadays, I guess back in the '90s, it wasn't expensive to go ahead and put Hawaiian koa as your neck and as your, and all on the back, plate of your instrument. But nowadays, it's a lot more expensive nowadays. So you're not gonna really see ukuleles with koa necks, but this one definitely is koa'd out to the max. And this is the old school gear tuners that you're gonna have back in the '90s. These were the Gotos or the Waverleys of the days. I mean, these gear tuners would just kind of stand the test of time. Here we are years later, and it's still tuning instruments and going strong. But yeah, really not much more to say about that in terms of aesthetics. And again, with the sound, this thing is just so loud. This is me. It's me playing soft. Like, if once I start strumming really loud, I mean, this thing, just the projection on this is unreal. I should have mentioned this earlier, but this is a 6-string ukulele, meaning that you're not gonna really be using this ukulele to go ahead and pick on it. Of course you can. You're able to do anything you want on the instrument, but you kind of want to use the instrument as it was intended, which I would want to say this instrument, it was intended for it to be strummed. One of the cool attributes of this 6-string instrument is that here on the C string, we have octaves in the C. So we have a high C. This is the same as if I was holding the C note right here. But you have it right here as the first string that you'd hit, and then right below it is your normal C, like your middle C. So you hear this, or you can hear both in octaves. And then you'll have an E, regular G. And then on the bottom, which makes it have that unique sound quality, is you're going to have a low A. It's like you're having a low G, but you're tuned this metal wound string to a low A, and then 1 octave above it. So when I hit it, you have that nice. For any of you who have pedal boards, you guys know the Pog pedal where you engage the Pog, you can have octaves. It's like a built-in Pog, micro nano Pog. Again, this thing is so loud. And the same thing. So having that low A on that A string, meaning it's so unique to be able to hear that lower frequency on the bottom string, because usually the bottom string is known for having like the highest note. So to have both the high and the low, and this A is the lowest frequency on this ukulele, so it's very unique. You know, you strum an F chord, you get this kind of sound. You get a C chord. Very you don't hear a C like this unless it's orientated in this way. G7. So it's almost like the melody and the bass line is married together, so that you're gonna have, which is just so synonymous with Hawaiian music from the time period, from 20, 30, 40 years before that, and even right now, and you know. So this is just. Oh, wrong key. This is just a classic Hawaiian sound. So I'm going to do something that I don't ever do like 99% of the time. I'm going to go ahead and sing just to kind of showcase, and sing meaning I'm just going to sing la la la, but I'm going to try stay in pitch or in key as best as I can, just to showcase what this instrument would sound like with what I think it's intended to do. Because again, you can go ahead and pick, but for me as a fingerstyle player, like, it's just really awkward, and I wouldn't want to force it on this. This is definitely like a strumming instrument, especially if you're a singer. So I'm gonna sing a few songs just to kind of capture the vibes of this instrument. So. Hopefully you guys made it through that singing fest on my end. But just to again show you an example, this instrument can just really make someone like me who's not a singer sound halfway decent, I like to think, because there's just so much goodness on this instrument. If I were to play something a little faster, again, a little bit of singing. yeah, you can see how this instrument can really, you don't even, I'm not even trying to strum out. If I was really trying to dig into it, it would probably sound 2 times louder. So go ahead and check out this instrument. I wish there was like an AI feature where you could just drown out my singing. But again, just to show an example of like, if you are a singer, and please, I hope be a better singer than me, that this instrument can just be such a powerful asset to either your ukulele collection, or just you want something that sounds really good to complement your voice. This is the instrument. So go ahead and check it out. Take care. Aloha.